box?
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Hey, and welcome back to What's in the Box. So, another thing arrived today by mail, and last week was so good, and it was packaged so well, that of course this week we're left with what? This is not how you package things that are fragile to post across the waters. This is terrible. This is horrendous, like. It's even... I really hope that there's nothing wrong with whatever's inside this package. It's kind of like... Help me out here. Like... This is called What's in the Box. This isn't a box. And, I just hope whatever's inside here isn't ruined. Doesn't have any dents. Like, I'm sorry, guys. A bubble wrap packaging is just not good enough. Not good enough. No. Bubble wrap something, yeah. But bubble wrap it and then put it in a box. How about take this package and stick it in a box and then send it? Like, it's not going to cost that much more. And I've already, like, I paid, if this is what I think it is, I paid quite a fucking pretty penny for this, and it's packaged terribly. Oh, okay, look. I'll pray to the big box PC gods that everything is okay inside here, and just get right to it. Let's open this sucker up. Okay. One pointless piece of bubble wrap. Fuck's sake, like. So the moment of truth. I think I know what it is. Hopefully it's okay. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. I think you could argue that I'm a bit of a LucasArts fanboy. And I wouldn't disagree with that. This is the CD-ROM enhanced version, there it is, of Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Now, if you like point-and-click games and you haven't played this, you don't know what you're missing. So yet again, like the other Indiana Jones, this person has put a random, in my opinion, slightly pointless piece of elasticated rubber banding around the box. So we throw that away. Do not want that. Like, I'm just disappointed, you know, like, there's a bit of scuffing there at the top, and I don't know if you really can see it here in the camera, but like, was that always there on the box? The pictures looked fine to me. Or did that happen in transit? You know what I mean? Like, when you're putting boxes like this inside fucking bubble wrap paper, it's just, nah. Sorry, that's really annoying. Anyway, look, it looks like it was lucky enough to come away in a very, very good condition, luckily. It wasn't crushed in transit. Man, am I excited to have this, to finally have this in my collection. In my opinion, this is one of the best. First and foremost, it's one of the best Indiana Jones games ever released. It's hands down one of the best. But it's also one of the best point-and-click adventures LucasArts ever put out. It's for me, it's up there easily with Monkey Island 2. Monkey Island 2 is definitely probably my favorite, I think, of the LucasArts games. But this is a special point-and-click game. It's crazy how deep this game is, like, and how much goes on in this game. Like, I just got that box art as well. It's gorgeous. It looks exactly like a poster of one of the films, you know. Harrison Ford and all his assholery glory there on the front of the box. Oh yeah, what a game. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Let's have a look, quick proper look at the back of the box as best we can. Try to focus in for you guys. I remember that part. Yeah, challenging puzzles is definitely a way to describe this game. It is challenging. Soar across the vast Sahara in search of mysterious ruins. Certainly do that. Repair an ancient doomsday machine carefully. I love that about LucasArts. They always had a bit of fun with the stuff that they put on the back of the boxes of these games. You know, they wanted to poke a bit of fun into the whole process of actually, you know, making games. The Monkey Island ones are particularly good for that. So maybe someday I'll just do a video on one or two of the boxes of them games. But yeah, they just had fun with it, you know. Oh, what a game. Right, let's open it up. Let's get it out of this box, you know. Okay, they put a bit more bubble wrap inside. I suppose that's good, and at least they put enough in that the game wasn't going to get too compressed if it got crushed on transit. But I'm just still not happy about that. Like, that's not the way to package games. Oh, right, okay, so this person has put them all in elastic bands, so I'm going to take them all out in one go. I'm going to just push these guys up for the moment, and I'm going to put this, I'm going to take these off first, put these guys over here. Now, I've seen a lot of different versions of this game on eBay and on a Facebook group called PC Game Collectors, PC Big Box Collectors, and I've seen versions of this that come in an actual dual case CD, a CD-ROM case, but this one comes in this weird, just simple white cardboard casing with a little sticker for Indiana Jones and Fate of Atlantis. I've seen a few versions like that. I wonder, is it a difference between, say, this is a North American version, I assume it coming from North America, but, or I believe this actually came from Canada, but I wonder, is it a difference between those versions and maybe European versions got the jewel case? Or I wonder, is it just this was a different run of boxes and I got mine in a card sleeve. Now look, I'm not too disheartened by that. I think it's nice to have one of these cardboard sleeves with a numbered sticker as well. It's quite nice to have. So just have a quick look at the disc, make sure the disc is in nice condition. Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis, gorgeous art. Looks pretty good to me. I already have a copy of it as well, luckily enough, in my LucasArts Archive Volume 1. But always good to have spare things of these, even though I also have versions of this on GOG. It's definitely one of the best LucasArts point-and-click games. I can't state that enough. Like, there's 3 different storylines throughout the game that you can play. You can play with your wits, your teamwork, or you can use your fists. So you can do your fighting style similar enough to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, or you can do your wits, which is you're on your own and the puzzles are way harder. That's the one I've never played myself. And the other then is where you team up with Sophia, and it's the teamwork path. 3 paths like in this game, and the game was made, I believe, in about a year. Like, it was released in 1992, I think. Don't quote me on that. 1992, I believe. And they only made it within a year. Like, the game that came out previous to this, is, I believe, Monkey Island 2, or else Monkey Island 2 came out after this. Yes, Monkey Island 2 came out before this, and then this came out like immediately after. It's just crazy, like how they were making so many games and so in such quick succession, and like the quality of this one is so high. The music sounds amazing in it. The voice acting is brilliant. Really can't recommend this enough. So, what do we have here in the box? We have our color front and back manual with a nice map. Definitely very Indiana Jones. So let's have a quick look through the manual. Black and white manual. Things to do. The paths. Yeah, here's about the paths. The team path. The fists path. Or the whip path. Yeah, really cool. Definitely definitely one of the most replayable point-and-click games I have played. Because the games are completely different. Like you go to different locations based on which path you pick, which is just, as far as I'm concerned, brilliant. Right, and then this thankfully came in this version of the game, unlike Sam and Max the last time didn't come with the hint book, but this one came with the hint book. Now, it wouldn't be something I would use. I kind of like being stuck in point and click games for a very long time, but it's definitely a lovely thing to own. I believe in the old day you'd pay for this, but you'd actually pay the company, unlike something like Prima Guides, which kind of came later on in the 90s. But yeah, it's definitely lovely to have in the collection. Very interesting blue writing, and I'm pretty sure this just gives all the solutions to every single puzzle in the game. Probably have to have a read through it at some stage just to see, but small bit of this sticker is peeled off, which is sad. I believe it says use hints sparingly or you'll spoil the surprise, and that is a true statement, and I do not like overusing hints when I play point and click games, if at all, because it just defeats the point. Like, the whole point of point and click game is that you're stuck on puzzles. So what do we have here? We have a reference card just to help you play the game. Very simple. That's nice. We have another one of these. Send in this card and enter our drawing for a free LucasArts prize. You could win software, t-shirts or other cool stuff. Yeah, the English on that, I don't know, like, what is this competition? Do you send in a drawing, an original drawing? Does it have to be a drawing of LucasArts things? Lucasfilm things? I don't know. Very strange. Put that up there for the moment. I'll get this out of the way. The receipt. The graphics in this game are unbelievable as well. Like, such beautiful sprites and sprite work and background work. I cannot highly recommend people who are into point-and-click games play this game as soon as you can. And yes, it's the final piece that was in the box, but wow, another copy of The Adventurer. I am so happy about this. Issue number 10. I don't think I'll ever own all the issues. Maybe someday. I'd love to, but you know, whatever. I'm happy with my 2 issues that I have at the moment now. With Mortimer, that's an adventure game I've never played, and I've always wanted to. It's a kids adventure game, one of the only kind of full, I suppose you could call it edutainment for kids that LucasArts ever did, before Ron Gilbert obviously went off and he made his own company, which it was all about edutainment games, Spy Fox and Sammy Fish, or Freddy Fish, sorry, and Pajama Sam. Yeah, so it's really nice to have another copy of this. This is from summer 1995. Okay, or for summer 95 maybe. So as I said before in the past about these books, they're basically product guides, but they also go into the actual company's history a small bit, and you know, it tells you what's coming up, what's coming out, gives you little screenshots of the games, and you know, Very cool. It's a very cool thing that companies don't do at all, like, anymore. It just doesn't happen, but it definitely was a very LucasArts thing to do something like this. More about the dig. So this is an updated version of the dig. That is the dig I remember. That is what the dig looks like. Unlike in the last episode, you saw those screenshots. That definitely was not the dig. The dig is a very strange game. I'd love to do a review of it someday or something, or just play it. It's a very weird game. It's definitely one of the weirdest LucasArts point-and-click games. Indiana Jones, more indie, and his desktop adventures. Yeah, LucasArts did some of that kind of thing as well. Here, look, these are the things I was talking about. The Sam and Max comics strips that were included in The Adventurer. It's just so cool, like, so much stuff was put into these little books, and so much love and care was put into every aspect of LucasArts when it was at its heyday, which definitely was the 90s. Here's a man we all know and love. Some people don't love him too much, but I would be a fan of Tim Schafer. I think he's a nice guy, and I think he's got some great ideas for some very interesting games, such as this one. Someday your big box will be mine, full throttle. But yeah, so this is the Lucas Who section that I was talking about, where they introduce people in the company. That's cool. And then there's just more product stuff. The company store. Star Wars was definitely being used. $44.95. If only you were still that price. Yeah. Really cool. Really glad to have another copy of The Adventurer in my possession now. Oh, that's a nice mug. If somebody has that mug, let me know down in the comments. I wouldn't mind that mug, I'll be honest with you. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, just give me all the LucasArts things. Yeah, I'm a true and true. 1995? Holy shit. That is so cheap. I wish I could buy it for that price. Well, I have it, but man, I wish I could buy it now for that price. Wow. So that is Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. I am so happy to finally have this game in my possession. What a game. I can't suggest people to go play it enough. I don't want to give anything away about the game. The graphics are great. The voice acting is fantastic in it. The music in the iMuse system is used definitely to its fullest here. It's just such a cool point-and-click game. And who doesn't like Indiana Jones? Like, Harrison Ford has a lot to be said for, but Indiana Jones is a cool guy, a cool character. And there's another movie coming out in a while, I believe. Indiana Jones 5, he's finally agreed to do one. Right, so guys, so, we'll see you another time. This was what's in the box, or rather, what's in the package. People, you can't put a big box in a padded envelope. That's all I've got to say. Goodbye.